Okay,
We
we're streaming
can
now.
use
Sound effects from I don't know the
yes,
copyright rules with YouTube. Like I never tried sound effects before. It's normally music that's a problem.
like we get tops 20 views. Nobody will copyright claim.
I think you have a good idea, so yeah, go ahead, yeah.
Okay, start now.
Get started already, yeah.
You throw a topic.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna start. Okay, let me check. Okay, episode 7, Final Fantasy 7, sorry. The new trailer.
I have to admit, it looks way better than I expected. Like, I expected some has half as battle system, kind of like Kingdom Hearts 2.
Which game?
Kingdom Hearts 2.
Oh,
Or
Kingdom Hearts
Kingdom
2.
Hearts. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
But I don't know, it looked very well. The problem that I got is that I never been such a FF9 fan per se, so maybe I'm missing the point, but I will sort of miss the blocky style.
I mean, yeah, that's always the problem, right? Like, when I watched Advent Children, I was like, that wasn't Cloud. Like, the original PlayStation Cloud with the blocky figures and the polygons, that
You
was
were
my
like,
Cloud.
wow,
Was it too
wow,
loud?
Cloud was a metrosexual? I never expected.
I mean, you know,
Uh,
he's a little, just different. Well, yeah, you know, what's feminine and
I mean,
masculine's tricky.
yeah, I know, but it was still muscular. To be honest, I think the appeal of Final Fantasy 9, I mean 7, character characters is that is such a anime trope. Like I can't think of anybody in particular now that I think about it. But the a kinda slim protagonist like Yu Yu Hakusho, I mean, or like no, I can't think of many examples actually. But I don't know the style of Final Fantasy VII was otherwise so anime to me. So the realistic 3D view doesn't really work for me.
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
what's the first thing when you think about anime and games and video games combined?
I don't know where you're going with that.
It's Pokemon. No, nothing. Uh, I don't know. I was associated with the expansion of anime and seeing Final Fantasy in 3D in actual realistic graphics is really odd to me. Really uncanny.
I mean, that is what Final Fantasy 1 to 6 fans disliked about 7 and onward, even if they won't admit it.
Yes. Uh, yeah, pretty much that and the Ares plot. But I don't know, like, I might want to try this remake. will it get a PC port?
So,
Look, and look, it get a PC port. Final Fantasy IX remake.
oh yeah, that'd be a good
Will
remake.
it
Yeah.
have a PC? I mean, yeah, I mean, it was. If they bother with the Final Fantasy 13 ports, they will do a PC version of this.
I mean, it's very interesting. Like I never complained about Final Fantasy VII's look, but Final Fantasy IX, like some people were okay, but I never liked Dane's look, and I felt like that could always get remade.
Final Fantasy 9?
Yeah, I never liked
I
Dane's
mean,
look.
well, be real. I mean, what would you gain? Also, what would you gain if you remake Final Fantasy 8? Like, this reminds me. Remember when we were talking about Final Fantasy 4 DS?
Yeah,
And you were saying that the graphics doesn't really fit?
yeah. Something like
This
that. I
is
don't
the
know
same.
exactly what I
I
said.
mean, I prefer that type of graphics that were unintentionally similar in Final Fantasy VII, like cartoony graphics.
It's very weird, cause like I was discussing this before, and might be a tangent for later on, but I really didn't like what they did with like the Final Fantasy V. There's a lot of problems with Final Fantasy V on Steam, but the art direction isn't it. But then they copied it for Final Fantasy VI, which doesn't make sense given the original art design for that game. Like they're just copying from a different game that's not related. We're on a tangent here, sorry, but you know what I mean,
No,
right?
it's true, but first off, the both sprites from Steam's Final Fantasy V and 6 are horrendous. They
Yeah.
look like literally they look like a amateur RPG Maker XP sprite.
I don't mind it for Final Fantasy V though, because it's based on the original cover art for that, which is pretty cool to me. Which really like the cover art for that.
Yeah, well, yes, but that's a stress, isn't it? Because, be honest, it looks bad, really bad.
My issue is that they didn't match up the palettes, so like a lot of stuff like doesn't look like it's like a full game, pretty much, or went through test phases or whatever.
Well, it isn't as problematic. I mean, it's not like purple hair Link. I
What?
just realized that it didn't change as much. It wasn't like purple hair Link from Link to the Past.
I didn't think about that, but it's sort of like it doesn't break the game like as much as Skyrim did, but at least when Skyrim broke the game, it was like very funny. Like Final Fantasy 6 is just like they didn't. I mean, Final Fantasy 5 was like they didn't care that they broke the game for its bad environment creation.
Because they couldn't have perceived that the speedrunner community will exist. You can only test so much, especially in those times where those fuckers were getting a game a year.
I mean, it's
Wow,
not. I'm fairly sure they knew.
Sorry, go on.
I'm fairly sure they knew this is. It looks so obvious that they were like trying to like hide like the bad tiles, though. Like it seemed like they did it on purpose and was hoping no one will notice.
Like, I don't know, like, I still think these games are as great as they are only because they literally start making one after the other.
Yeah, that's
The-
pretty
the-
cool. Like now it's like, oh, we have to wait so long for Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, we have to wait so long for another Final Fantasy, or it's gonna be another MMORPG Final Fantasy before another canon one. That's not an
don't
MMORPG.
make me start in talk because I'm going to spend half the podcast.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, Square is not Konami, but they sure do overstay their welcome nowadays.
I mean,
I mean, yes, they got circa 2002 interviews because Kingdom Hearts and such. But what's the last good thing they did bravely without? Which is just another Final Fantasy V.
true.
So I don't know, like I have grown a little bitter towards Square Enix. Like the last game that I really liked from them was Radiant Historia.
Yeah, even I was not big of a fan of that, but it was interesting. Like it wasn't as thought out as like a Shenmue or something, but like at least it had an interesting idea behind it, even if it was like done on Phoenix Wright level rather than a Shenmue. Like how like you can break the game or whatever. Because like Shenmue, you can like beat the game like so quick by like going to talk to like the three daggers or whatever the names are right away, opposed to like just exploring around and then the whole game's finished. Whereas like other
I don't know why, but I just have the weirdest memory of me uh, finding a glitch in Chrono Cross when I was a kid.
I mean, that's actually grown a better reception as time went on, but still most people like Chrono Trigger better.
I actually never finished Chrono Cross. Look, I remember a glitch that pretty much crap up a save state a save file of mine. The GUI, so Magus. I never knew is I never reached the point in the story where I knew is GUI if GUI was Magnus or not.
I never got that far either. Like, it's weird. Like, I'm such a fan of games, but like, I used to skip over Super Nintendo, never owned one, and didn't get a PlayStation until after like that generation was over.
Oh, I really missed the PS1 RPGs.
Yeah,
Like I
even
don't know
Final Fantasy
they
VII.
I guess. But I don't know, like they were really the last. Oh, I'm going to sound like such a fucking hipster. They were really the last little steps towards perfecting gen- the genre,
Yeah.
the genre. Because nowadays, I mean, we can we can start talking about this, but I could just mention it. Like nowadays, RPGs like Xenoblade Chronicles X and Undertale pretty much are the two possible streams they are both perfect, but for completely different reasons.
Yeah, that's my big debate about this year. Like, what's the best RPG? Xenoblade Chronicles X, or West JRPG at least. Probably just RPG. Xenoblade Chronicle X or Undertale, and I don't think it's that easy of an answer because one's an indie
I don't.
game and one's a backed by a big company.
You know what's the real problem? The problem is not that you have an opinion of which the best.
Yeah.
The problem is that we can really judge a good mainly because we never have done a RPG. So we don't really know what takes to be in the zone and plan this kind of games.
I missed one of the words that you said when you were trying to explain that, sorry.
That we don't know how to make an RPG, so we don't know what's the difficulty of staying in the zone while making a game.
Well, I definitely think there's a lot of stuff to it, like the dialogue, just writing it all down. If there's a choice, like it's Mass Effect, then you gotta write more dialogue. How to
Like,
program the random encounters.
yeah, but at the same time, what's more impressive? A game that pretty much won over millions, at least 1 million people, and was programmed by one man and two friends. No, sorry, program no, made from scratch in Game Maker, or a game which have 800 or so employees.
That's true.
It sounds literally like a philosophy lesson, philosophy debate.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should write this, so I write an article later.
I mean, it's interesting. One is that is the problem. Like one is a big RPG made with a lot of money, and they used it all, and it was done well. One's made for little money, was a surprise hit, and did well. I don't know which one's better.
I think we got a tie here, but
Yeah.
next topic, which one? Oh
Uh,
no, sorry. Any comments about Undertale?
about what?
About Undertale.
I actually want to make a remake, not a remake. Like a cut trailer for that or something. I forgot what it was. I wanted to mix that with something. One of the things was probably just to show off that it was one of the best games of the year and to memorize that. And that would be like a clip for remembering the year. That's probably it. I also wanted to use it to like demonstrate something else. It's in one of my scripts for one of my reviews that I wanted to show in a video, but I forgot which one it was.
Which one?
Yeah, I don't remember. That's the problem. I gotta look at my notes, and I think we have to keep going on the podcast. Suppose like having me like search for it wherever.
But I mean, any comics about the game? Nothing?
Okay. I did mention a point that I think would be interesting. It just occurred to me now. What if like for Final Fantasy 6 on iOS, they have like there's no keypad for it, so they have the arrows set up in a certain way for Saban to do his blitzes. I was wondering if they did a remake for the iOS for Saban, like they would do like Undertale mechanics for Cyan and Saban to set up their attacks or something.
Oh, the Blitz. Oh, yeah, you told me this.
Yeah.
I mean, wait, iOS remake of Final Fantasy VI?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, though, because it's a really well battle mechanic.
Yeah.
The Undertales, I mean, battle system. It's a really weird battle system, and I don't think it can be played in a touchpad.
I do worry about a pacing issue.
About the Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah, if they remade it like that, yeah.
Well, it will eat out of your battery. Yeah, pretty much it will be hell.
Yeah.
Like, like any fan is Final Fantasy will, but six in particular. Mm, uh, wait a second. What were the topics again?
Oh, let's see. Just sorry to spoil this for everybody, but Uncharted 4, you might be curious in this one. Francis Ford Coppola says that George Lucas being connected to the Star Wars trilogy has been a pity for George Lucas. And to Francis Ford Coppola too. I don't know what the exact words were, but it's basically that. Um we talked about Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy V. I watched Flash Night
Wait a
Zombie today,
second.
then again you didn't watch. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Wait a second. I just remember that. What was the movie where a character says, "Dude, same of you." I can speak it. Wait a second. You can say it.
What?
Mulan.
This,
It was Mulan.
this from Mulan?
Same. Say you. You say it.
Dude, shame on you. Shame on your cow. Francis Ford Coppola.
Like I don't remember the name of the dragon in Mulan. Musu?
I'm not a Mulan fan.
Aren't you a Will Smith fan?
A what fan?
A Will Smith?
He was in Mulan?
He was the dragon.
That was Eddie Murphy.
Oh
Also, I'm not a Will
no!
Smith fan.
Now I feel slightly unintentionally racist.
Shame on you. Shame.
Okay, but I mean, Coppola Soul was that born necessary? Like why did he say that?
Probably because he
Was
was paid to
necessary?
by a company. Talking about Star Wars. And he was cashing in on the Star Wars craze.
So he pretty much say, yeah, fuck off.
In polite words, yeah. Damn, sorry, my iPhone.
No problem, I just here too. But like, um, it's weird. I thought he liked the franchise.
I mean, in the article, he says this, and my brother read an interview book on George Lucas before about how George Lucas had all these crazy ideas before, because he went from like THX 1138 to American Graffiti to Star Wars, and actually planned on doing like a slapstick comedy after Star Wars, apparently, which might have been why he did Jar Jar Binks after Star Wars. I don't even know.
We talk about how we don't really hate the Star Wars prequels, don't we?
I mean, I used to because of Red Media, but I don't know. I don't know. Like, they still have lost credibility a little bit because of their other reviews, but no, it's. I don't know. I wasn't really a film critic when I liked the prequel or hated the prequels and liked the originals. Like, I really don't understand them as well as at a little bit more recently, but not that good. Even though I've been a critic for since 2011 and been improving.
Like, I have a weird comparison about the Star Wars movies and prequels,
Okay.
and this is something that might sound blasphemous, but to me, Star Wars and the Star Wars prequels are like Motor Airborne and Motor 3. The only difference is that people take Star Wars way much seriously than people take Airborne. So when Motor 3 or the prequels did something different, people pretty much pumped the prequels because they were more tongue-in-cheek. Well, episode 1 and episode 3. Episode 2 is a slumber party with Yoda.
Yeah. It is interesting how it's weird. Like, people take some stuff so seriously, and sometimes it's just because it's popular, and they don't even know why, and they don't even think about it.
I I wanted to say something, but it was too polemical.
Okay.
Just like an extremist religion.
Destroy the Trade Federation? What?
Just like an extremist religion.
Yeah, we can talk
Why
about it
people
later.
why people follow things they popular things but they don't really understand? Huh. But I mean, to be fair, Star Wars did much, but I don't know what was the what make Star Wars so special. Be honest, I don't get it. I mean, in the 1970s there was a fuck ton of sci-fi movies, even before Star Wars.
Well, there was
I think.
There was even Buck Rogers. There was 2001. This is an interesting question. They got Metropolis. They have horror films like Dracula and a whole bunch of stuff. So it is interesting.
Oh, the Hammer films, the Hammer horror films were before or after Star Wars?
They're before because Peter
Oh,
Cushing and
yeah.
Christopher Lee played characters in the Hammer films. Actually,
Peter Cushing played the general, wasn't?
Grand Moff
Yes.
Tarkin.
Yes. Don't ask me names, dude. I mean, this will start the debate with a bad food, but I know a Star Wars fan per se.
Yep.
Like I can watch certain movies, I know them mainly because they parodied and act nausea in the cartoons when I grow up. but like I don't really like Star Wars that much. My biggest Star Wars memory was Jedi Academy for the PC.
Jedi Academy?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Dude, play KOTOR. KOTOR is amazing. I only played like an hour in, and I'm so addicted.
Everybody said that, but I don't know. I'm kinda scared. I don't like it, and it stays so with all the Star Wars products.
Oh, it is, yeah, completely different characters. So it's, well, like when you're doing sequels, like you gotta make it different, not just all the same. So it's sort of a balance. But I can see why you don't like it.
I never play it. I
Oh, you never played
just
it?
stay away because fear because I feel I won't like it.
Like
Which
like
is
World of Warcraft, right?
no, I try World of Warcraft. I like it.
But you don't want to like it as much as other Warcraft fans like it, right?
Like I like it, and I loved a lot of World of Warcraft. They really did an awesome job there, and I like the gameplay. I just I don't fucking know. Got a car from my girlfriend and keep living life. Like it isn't something that drives me to devote every minute in it. Like
That is
when
the main debate about World of Warcraft. That even like Jonathan Blow debates, like, oh, this is like an immoral game, like it's like Farmville, and it wastes everybody's time and money and everything.
dude, they got a farming knockoff in game.
Really?
Yes, also a Pokemon knockoff.
No, don't do that to me, man. Don't do that to me. I might have to actually.
I swear to God,
I might actually have to play this game now.
no, no, don't do it. You didn't do it when it came out. Why would you do it now?
Because I didn't
Wait,
hear about the Pokemon and the Farmville knockoff.
I spent 4 months in World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
Got a character to level 100, and then went and bought the previous expansion, the Warlords expansion,
Yeah.
and used the other character that they give me free to level 90
Yeah.
to play as at the first character I went on, and the second I went DPS from distance.
Yeah.
So I was a maze practically. I was a druid, but it's a maze.
Okay.
And that was it. I mean, I did the race, and I was like, this is nice. I would like this with beer and friends. And I wouldn't like for it to destroy my life. Like it's in it isn't melee. Fuck, it isn't fucking Mario Party 2. What? Why people keep playing World of Warcraft?
I mean, it is interesting how they like came up with witches and stuff like 300 years ago or whatever it was.
Like what?
Like there were witches in Salem and stuff, like there's like some. Oh, and King Arthur's court and that kind of imaginary story before too.
Oh, oh yeah. Yeah, it's weird. But, like I don't know how Blizzard is still planning on releasing that World of Warcraft movie.
It's getting released, isn't it?
Yes, I mean they did a trailer. Now they have to release it.
Yeah. I actually did an interview with the guy who played Colossus. Not interview. I recorded a panel with the guy at Colossus who played Colossus at Eternal Con like 2 years ago, and he said the visual effects were really good. But that was 2 years ago, so maybe they spent a lot of time on the visual effects. I really don't know.
I mean, there's only so much realism when we are talking about an orc. So don't worry about that.
I don't know if they were wearing green screen or makeup or whatever, but
It's practical makeup.
oh, it was practical makeup.
Yeah, I mean, I will see the movie, but because it's a movie, I still don't get why World of Warcraft survived 10 years.
That is
Really?
very interesting. Yeah, like with
I want to see the movie because it's pretty much the same thing I read in the novelizations of the main orc characters.
right.
I don't know if you know something about WoW.
Yeah, you told me a little
Like
bit
you,
about like the guy who turned orc or dark elf or whatever. I forgot his name. As some I don't remember.
Ilialin, Ilialin, or Ilian.
I think that was it.
And well, pretty much there's only three. Everybody loves him characters. The Lich King, Ilian, and Trark, the Green Jesus. Are you looking? Oops. Are you looking the image of Green Jesus?
I mean, I really don't remember that guy's name. What was his name? Yeah, let me look it up first. It's gonna bother me. It took me 1 second to look it up. He's in Warcraft 3. The guy who, like the second disc, first disc he's like this annoying guy. Second disc he's like whatever.
There is
No, it wasn't Thrall.
Istral.
We mentioned him before, and when you mentioned him, I was like, yes, I hate that guy, and I'm so happy he turned into the other guy so I can kill him because I hated playing as him when he was a human. What the heck was his name? Shit, it was driving me nuts.
Oh, Hellscream.
It wasn't Hellscream.
Oh,
Oh, Arthas. I hate that guy, Arthas.
oh yes, the Lich King.
Oh, I don't know his last name. Sorry, I only know his first name.
No, the Lich King is the Ballast Ghost he becomes in the expansion.
Okay, I didn't get that far. I only played the first chapter or whatever we call it, or first campaign. Yeah.
Like the three characters, the three important characters, the three important characters were actually Arthas, so the Lich King, Ilian, which was the brother of the main elf in World of Warcraft 3,
Yeah, that was
and,
interesting.
and then the leader of the orcs, Istral, the Green Jesus. But what we were talking about outside of why fucking World of Warcraft was still alive?
I think it was something to do with Star Wars, but I really don't know why. Shit. This is why there's a problem with live streams. I can't go back and check.
Yeah, oh, never mind.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for some reason you say World of Warcraft and then we went sidetrack. But let me see what topic. Uh, Shit, we totally forgot a lot of Final Fantasy things.
Well, I think we covered most of it already, just a little bit. Unless you want to go more in depth with something.
Like, at least give me your opinion on Final Fantasy 3. That's one thing, my thing we miss.
I mean, I think I mentioned this before. It's better than 1, worse than 5, and then they stopped that kind of series of job class system until they went to tactics or Bravely Default or whatever. I told you the thing about, like, it was interesting, you know. They had the secondary characters like Sid and that queen from whatever city she's from, and then you escort her around. Like, you always have this guest party member of the party, and that was interesting. And then it's interesting because, like, you had that airship in the beginning, and then you destroy it to continue on your journey. Like, they don't do that in any. Oh, they do it in Final Fantasy 9, but that's like the rare exception where you actually have an airship in the beginning and then you just destroy it. Maybe Final Fantasy 4 too with the Red Wings, but you don't really control that. And
My main problem with Final Fantasy 3 is the story.
of course,
I mean, didn't it feel weird? Like there was no build. I can say there was no tension, no drama. Like we learn about the Lark Warriors and the Cloud of Darkness 5 minutes apart from each other. You know?
yeah, I think I don't know. Did any of the Nintendo Final Fantasies have like that really high concept of a story? Like, I think it was just about, you know, leveling up and stuff. You know, you just thought it's fun to level up and go on the journey.
Like, let me see. Final Fantasy 1 was just an Earth trying a battle system. Final Fantasy 2 was Star Wars. Final Fantasy 3 was the first actual idea. And Final Fantasy 4 was fuck. For some reason people love the game. I like it. But people treat it like it's the best Final Fantasy.
I mean, in that story, it goes everywhere. Like, you go underground, you go on the moon, you go like,
I
Final
did.
13, you can't get outside the door.
Oh yeah. Nobody's saying Final Fantasy 13 isn't the same in general even. But like, oh man, who were the guys in the Red Planet?
Final Fantasy 13?
There were Darth,
Dwarves?
and yes.
Oh, they were underground. Like, yeah, it's weird. Like, why are they underground, but they're not where,
Why there
I don't know what's
on
in
the
there.
ground book there's a ceiling high enough so a ship could go around?
I mean, you know, it's like fantasy, you know? Like, it doesn't have to make sense. Like, Rob Agger has all these plot points that don't make sense in Star Wars, yet he likes it.
I mean, I have to admit Final Fantasy 4 is probably the most beautiful intact sense. It's like a was the what's the author? The guy who did Around the World in 30
80 days.
yes, and the one about 30,000 feet under sea or something.
30, I forget how many thousand leagues.
Julio Verne.
Jules Verne.
It has that vibe, you know.
Yeah, I never really thought about it like it was like that kind of
Medieval, weird, uncanny world.
yeah, I never
Final
really think about it
Fantasy
like that.
IV, Final Fantasy IV is the one who feels more like that. I don't know why. Like it could, if you would put a Don Quixote reference, it will feel at home in that game. I know Don Quixote is not from Jules Verne. Like that time frame.
Cervantes. Yeah. I mean, Sherlock Holmes and stuff is popular from that time also, yeah. Les Miserables, Tale of Two Cities.
Weird.
Yeah.
I space out, sorry. What we were talking about before I interrupted you and asked about Final Fantasy III.
You're talking about what were my thoughts on Final Fantasy 3?
Before that, after that. No, before that.
We're talking about I forget what we're talking about. We're talking about Warcraft 3 and why something about George Lucas calling Star Wars a pity or something.
Dude, can we do this weekly and name the postcard the side trackers?
I'll put it in the description or maybe the title, yeah.
I swear to God, I don't mind side tracking, but we have to what's the word? Capitalize in this,
I agree.
in our city attention span.
Yeah.
What more? Oh, dude. Weird. We didn't talk about Uncharted 4 still, no?
No, we
Yeah.
did not. We skipped that.
Wanna try?
I played 2 mainly. I didn't. I own 1 and 3, but I haven't played them. Um, I watched some reviews of it. Yeah, you go ahead.
The Cadiculus 1 and 2.
What's up?
The Cadiculus reviews?
These reviews. No, I saw Matthew Matosis's reviews on was it Last of Us?
Oh, yeah. That's a good game. Like, I think they should try that approach in the Uncharted series. Instead of 3 games or 4 games, they should have had a decent enough game, but one game,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, the plot of the Uncharted series is so shitty that it's a telenovela. It's just a telenovela.
Yeah.
And I don't know what they are going to do with Ford. But I don't think they have nowhere to go.
Sorry, I gotta go. I might be back later, but I gotta go on that walk and I gotta use the bathroom too.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, we'll talk later. Okay, thanks a lot for the help.
So, are we still streaming?
Yeah.
Dude, next time just say I have to go. I mean,
I don't know. I forgot to figure out what the leaving thing was. I sure figured it out.
in a Skype or in a stream?
Both. Yeah. I'll end the stream now. Then I'll figure out what to do with.